Hi everybody, myself Kunnal a director of Saraswati Educare, welcomes all of you to the video lecture sessions of Saraswati Educare. Today we are going to see the introduction to the physics which are given in the topic called as an unit and its measurement. What is physics? One of the scientists said, physics is the study of surrounding. See, if you think of surrounding, everything that you see, everything that you feel comes in surrounding. So, the person, Lord Kelvin, once suggested that in science there is only one subject and that subject is physics. Other remainings are just stamps. So you can understand the importance of physics when such a great person like a Lord Kelvin suggests this, means physics is everything. Now we will see what is the scope of physics. And for that I made a statement like this: something which we cannot see to something which cannot be seen. What do you exactly mean by this? It's very simple. Tell me, can you see the atoms? No. Can you see the molecules? No. Can you see the air? No. Can you see the electrons, photons? No. So something which we cannot see to something which can't be seen. Tell me, can you go outside the earth and see the space? Can you see the total universe in your single view? The answer ultimately comes no. So physics has a very large scope of understanding, from something one person cannot see to something which is beyond the scope of something which we can see. After that, we can go to the various branches of physics that we can deal with. Yes, physics has various branches like other subjects. The very first and important branch of physics is mechanics. Why human needed to understand the physics is because of motions. And the motions, all types of motions are studied in mechanics. See, you can see here, mechanics has two main branches. One is a Newtonian or a classical physics, and second is in quantum physics. Now what do you exactly mean by this? Newtonian or classical mechanics means something when a body having a larger mass like we, car, bike, aeroplane, even a rocket having a larger mass moving with a smaller velocity means the velocity which is very small than speed of light. And the second is quantum physics, which particularly deals with the object having a very small mass like a photon, electron, proton, atoms, which are moving with a very high velocity like the speed which is comparable to the speed of light. So these are the two main branches of mechanics. Second, we have thermodynamics. You know, what is the more important part to live here is in heat. The maximum heat we get it from the sun. So how this heat can be generated? How we can measure the heat? What are the different impacts of heat? What happens when we heat something? How the heat is transferred from point A to point B? All these aspects are seen in the topic called as an thermodynamics. Other is in wave and oscillations. Now see wave. You can take a stone and put it into the still water. What happens is in formation of wave. You can see the ripples going over the surface of water, and these ripples are nothing but the waves, and these waves are occurring due to something called as an oscillations. Now how we can feel the oscillations? We have a very simple example to understand the oscillations. Just go on a railway station over a foot over bridge. You stand there, and when very fast moving train passes below the foot over bridge, we can feel the vibrations in our body, and that is what we can study in physics. We can say it's a wave and oscillations. Next, what we have is in thermodynamics. See, charge. you can see the atom. Atom mainly constitute three things: electron, proton and neutron. We know that neutrons are neutral in nature, so leave them. What remains is an electron and proton. Electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged, and when this charge comes together, they may attract or repel, and that particular attraction or repulsion between the charges, the study of charge at rest is done in the topic of electrostatics. When these charges start moving through a conductor, they constitute a current, and we can study them into the current electricity. When this current flows through a conductor, a magnetic field is generated surrounding the conductor that we can study in a magnetic effect of electric current. Then we come to the something called as a magnetism. And finally, whenever a magnetic field is changed with respect to objects, there is a formation of EMF which we can study in electromagnetic induction. Due to current electricity, magnetism is induced. Due to magnetism, electric field is induced, and the combined effect is formation of electromagnetic waves. Now after once we come to know the electromagnetic wave, we can see the object surrounding us is due to the light. Without light we cannot see anything, right? So light is a main aspect of our day-to-day life. And therefore we study the light in a special branch of physics called as an optics. See, optics has mainly two components. One is ray optics and other is a wave optics. So what's the ray optics? Ray optics has certain assumptions, like one, light always travels in a straight line, and the second assumption is we neglect the diffraction, that is bending of light at the corners. What is it? We can study it into the next part of the video. Now go to the modern physics. Modern physics has the various branches. The branches of modern physics are so large that even I cannot enlist them at this place. Astrophysics, space science, rocket science, atomic physics, molecular physics, nuclear physics, and all this stuff is going to be in this part of the modern physics. So this overall thing here we can see is physics, scope of physics, types of physics, and the whole explanation of that. So here we finish out with our first part of the video. For remaining, you can just proceed and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.